Hi, everyone. I am streaming live. I have been experimenting with the VXR AI platform, and I just wanted to share the work that I do. Like a lot of times, I work behind the scene, but as someone who trains educators and who's on a mission to train 1,000 educators, I think that it's really important that I share the work that I do. So, this is the impromptu share. Join live or go back and watch the recording. I'm on LinkedIn, on my YouTube channel, as well as on Instagram. But I wanted to just show you some of the capabilities of VXR Labs, what it can do, and what I am using it for, especially the AI components. Now, I have been working with Victory XR for over 5 years. They have the most amazing UI, design, high quality, high fidelity products. And so I use them because we've seen that our students actually respond better to their product than any other tools. And even in an immersive environment or in on a Chrome browser, their product is unmatched. So I'm going to show you some things that I've been working on just to broaden my understanding of the capabilities that these AI tools that Victory XR has can do. One, because Hollow Tutor just went live and it's in beta, and we need more people to try it. So bear with me as I share my screen. And we're going to start here. So I am going directly to hollowtutor.ai. And there's several things that you can do from this particular screen. So let me make sure I'm doing what I want to do. Okay. So there's several things that can be done. From this particular screen, you can create, which means you can build new AI experiences. You can explore existing lessons that exist in the catalog. You can discover conversational experiences that you can have back and forth with your avatar of choice, or you can open an AI textbook. The thing that I had been working on was opening AI textbooks. Now, you all may have seen me do demos or demonstrations with our AI teaching assistants and creating lessons there. One of the things that I have been asked in terms of questions is, what if you want to use your own resources, your own textbooks? And so if you go to open AI textbooks, make sure that we are all on the same screen here together. This is what you'll see. So you can add AI textbooks that are open educational resources or ones that you've created. So two things that I have done is I have my workbook up here. Um, AI Teaching Assistants Unleashed, which is a workbook that explains how to create and how to use your AI teaching assistant. But I also got this open educational resource today about applied ethics for instructional design and technology, authored by Dr. Stephanie Morris and Dr. Tony Doucet. So I also have the GPT-4 technical report from OpenAI up here, leveraging AI in the K-12 setting, which is a document by the Georgia Department of Education. And in this open text chemistry book is still processing a huge, huge book. So anyway, one of the things that you can do is upload a textbook, and you can upload a textbook that is a PDF. So say you have a particular journal article that you want your students to utilize, and all I have to do is go and look for AI for me, and I'll find something that I have in here as an article that can be utilized. Let me see. So this is the Open AI prompting guide, okay, created by Open AI. So I would go Open AI prompting guide, and it's created by Open AI. They made it available. I don't have a cover image for it, but you can add a cover image if you want to. And so then you add it up there and it is processing. Now, when you open it, like I'm going to go and open up the Apply Ethics for Instructional Design and Technology. And it will load. But what you will see is your AI teaching assistant, Robin, that's going to help you explain, summarize, and understand this information. Okay, so this is the text, Apply Ethics for Instructional Design and Technology. And these are a few things you can do. So once I'm gonna share another tab, same book. You can go in and you can highlight a particular portion. This is on page 10, and it's talking about the field and ethics and the ethical framework that focuses on reflection. You can have it read out loud to your students.
The field of IDT has reached a tipping point regarding ethics in practice. Moore and Tilburg Webb, 2023, published the first textbook on ethics and educational technology, advancing an ethical framework focused on reflection, interrogation, and design. Their framework also takes a socio-technical approach to educational technology, acknowledging the social, cultural, and other value influences on technology. In other words, technologies are both developed and applied in social, cultural, and political contexts that influence decisions on design, selection, implementation, and evaluation. Moore and Tilburg Webb distilled their book down into a
Now I stopped the response because I think you get the picture. So it can read text that you highlight, but more than that, it can explain it. So now I want it to explain that text to me.
Okay, that's an interesting point, just thinking it through now.
It's also
Moore
going
and
to give
Tilburg
you
Webb's
the
textbook
description
on
and
ethics in educational technology presents a framework emphasizing reflection, socio-technical influences, and design. It shifts from rule compliance to ethics as part of design practice, urging critical analysis of tech impacts.
so you can also create notes. Your students can create notes from this. Um, but they can also, so I had it explain, it can summarize
I
that.
want to make sure I understand everything clearly before explaining it to you. Hang tight. This won't take long. Moore and Tilburg Webb's 2023 textbook redefines ethics in instructional design and technology, IDT, focusing on reflection, socio-technical contexts, and practical application. They shift ethics from just rule compliance to integral design practice, influencing decisions and outcomes.
Another particular thing, like I said, they can create notes from it. So, like, say I want to take this particular information and write it in my own words, or put a note. IDT means instructional design and technology, and I want to know that Web 2023 published the first textbook on ethics and ed tech. And so that's my note, and I want to make sure that it's there. So my note is there, on this particular section for me to go back and reference that particular note. You can highlight in different colors too. Okay. But say I want to copy this and add it to the note, I could also do that. All right, so my note is still very present. I have read it, I have explained it, I've had it summarized. Another thing you could do is have it speak in different languages. Let me go to, so say I needed to translate in Spanish and I wanted to read it to me in Spanish, it can also do that. And as you see, the Spanish text is coming up in the text box, in the chat box right here.
El campo de IDT ha alcanzado un punto crucial respecto a la ética en la práctica. Moore y Tilburg Webb 2023 publicaron el primer libro de texto sobre ética y tecnología educativa, proponiendo un marco ético centrado en la reflexión, interrogación y diseño.
So I'm gonna stop that response, but this is also good for your English language learner students, students who speak multiple languages or English is not their first language, or even students who are trying to learn a new language and need to understand the text or the information of their own text in another particular language. So if you're in the field of humanities, but you might want to be focusing on going to Brazil and or going to another country, then you would try to work with Portuguese, right? Like you want to try to understand text and information in that native language or that native tongue. So it's good for that type of interaction as well. I'm going to show you one more thing. I'm going to stop sharing really quickly. Bear with me for just a second. Okay, so I am back. Thank you for your patience as I powered up my device because my device was not powered up. But I would welcome any questions that you might have so far about using the textbook tool. But I think that it is really interesting and necessary for you to understand what tools Victory XR has, why I champion the work that they do, why we use them at Morehouse's University, and why I'm training faculty around the world in K-12 and in higher education to use these particular tools because they are useful. Another thing that I heard a lot about from colleagues who were concerned about just using open AI, even with a RAG, was what about, like what information is pulling. This gives you an opportunity to input information or peer reviewed journals or text that you have even written that you have sourced and resources that your students can go and get explained, summarized, and whatever else you need. So that's really important. And I think that it's very useful for higher education. It is very good to use as a tool for your students to just understand more complex text. And I'm going to continue to demo different tools over time. So if you have any questions, reach out to me, unitethemetaverse.com, or you can check out my link tree, check out my LinkedIn. I'll be doing these 15-minute, like just drop in so that you can see the capabilities of some of these tools just so that you can have them. But I appreciate your time. I thank you so much for joining me for these 15 minutes, and I'll talk to you soon.